Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're making something called tacos enchilados, which are a special dish from Oaxaca, Mexico, which is where Sam is from. So basically we have an array of ingredients here right now, and we're just gonna mix them all up and make tacos, and we're gonna fry them and then we soak them in mole. So we're glad you're here. First we're gonna show you all the ingredients you'll need to make your tacos, and then we'll show you the ingredients you'll need for your mole. So we need about 5 chopped tomatoes, half of a purple onion, 5 garlic cloves, 9 chopped almonds, 10 chopped raisins, 9 capers, and 9 Spanish olives. These are the ones we used from Trader Joe's, these capers, and then these Spanish olives from Trader Joe's. A pinch of thyme, a pinch of cinnamon, a pinch of pepper, a pinch of salt. It also calls for a pinch of clove. We didn't have any, but you're welcome to add that. And we need tortillas. We like using this brand, La Rosa. You could get this at the Mexican market. And canola oil. We're gonna need some toothpicks and 1 whole organic chicken, pre-cooked and shredded. Okay, next I'm going to show you the ingredients for the mole coloradito, and I also have the ingredients for the final product to dress it up at the end. Our first ingredient is our mole coloradito. It's from the brand Juquilita. We got ours from a Mexican market in LA, but you can also find it on Amazon or on eBay. We're also going to need about 4 tomatoes, some chicken broth, and in this case we're using the same chicken broth we used to cook our chicken that we shredded for our tacos, and I have posted a video on how to make chicken broth in case you want to watch that. So here are the ingredients to decorate your tacos at the very end. Here we have soaking some onions. You can use whatever onions you'd like. We're soaking them in water so that they don't have a super strong onion taste. We have some cheese. I have here cotija cheese, which crumbles really well, but you can use any kind of cheese you'd like. And we have here some parsley. Okay, so first we're gonna take some canola oil and put it in our frying pan. And the first things we're gonna fry are our tomato, onion, and garlic. We're gonna add the chicken a little bit later since it's already cooked. So once the pan is hot, we're gonna fry our tomatoes, onions, and garlic first. So you know it's ready when it starts kind of sizzling right away. That's when you know that it's a hot pan. Okay, so we're gonna let that fry a little bit and then we'll be adding in the chicken. Okay, so now it's starting to fry. It smells so good. So we're gonna add the chicken. And we're gonna put our pinch of salt. I'm gonna put a pinch of pepper. Oops. Mix it all in. Okay, so obviously you can taste it if it needs a little more salt or a little more pepper. However you want to have it, you can add a little bit more. And I'm just gonna add my olives and my capers. Just gonna add that in. So what we're making right now is called the picadillo. That's the filling. That's what's gonna go inside of our tacos. And it's all essentially cooked now because our chicken was already pre-cooked, and then our tomatoes and garlic and onion sauteed. And now I'm adding my almonds, my raisins, a pinch of thyme, a pinch of cinnamon, And then you can taste it as you go and see if it needs any more. And you just mix it all up, and that's basically the picadillo. Okay, so we're gonna start with 3 tortillas. And we're gonna microwave them. Before we make our tacos, we need to microwave them so that they don't break apart. Okay, so we microwaved them for about a minute. We only microwaved them for a minute because these tortillas have been sitting out for a while, so they've been room temperature. If yours are coming straight from the fridge, we recommend you do 3 at a time for 1.5 minutes. So in order to fry the tacos, we need to put a good amount of oil in the pan so they can really fry. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our tacos. We put a little bit of chicken so that they can roll up really nice and tight. And we want to roll it up really tightly. And then that's where we're going to use the toothpicks. The toothpicks are going to hold it in place so that when we fry it, it stays rolled up. Okay, so we're going to use some of these tongs so that we don't get burned when we're frying our tacos. Okay, so now we're going to turn them. And when we turn them, that's when you can take off the toothpicks, because the toothpicks is really just to keep the form. And see how that's getting some nice toasty spots. That's how you know it's ready to be turned. And then over here we've prepared our plate with some paper towels because the tacos are going to be, they're going to have a lot of oil, so the paper towel kind of helps absorb the oil. Okay, and now we're going to put them, they're ready. And we're gonna add some more oil because as you're frying them, the oil gets used up, so we need to add some more. It's really helpful to have like a little assembly line if you're cooking with someone, to have somebody be like rolling up the tacos and microwaving the tortillas while the other person is frying. Okay, so here we are. We made our tacos, and now, oops, and now the next step is to put them in mole. So here we have our 4 tomatoes. We cut them in fourths, and I'm just going to boil them without water, so they don't have any water, because the water from the tomatoes are going to come out, and I'm just going to cover it to make sure that they get nice and moist, and put it on high heat. So now they're starting to boil, so we're just mixing them up, making sure that all the juices come out and they boil evenly. Okay, so now the tomatoes are ready. They're nice and juicy. So we're just blending it to make it all liquidy. Okay, so we started heating our dish here and it's nice and warm. So I put the mole in this bowl. And in the back of the packet here, it says to fry the tomatoes, but we're not frying any of the tomatoes because there's plenty of fat in this mole, so it's all just gonna fry together, so we don't need to do that extra stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna empty this out here. I've got this little masher thing. You can use a masher or you can use a spoon. It's up to you, whatever is easier. And this is like paste right now, so we're gonna, the idea is that we're gonna try to make it, we're gonna make it into liquid. So here we have our tomato. We're gonna add our tomato in and start mashing. And then I'm gonna add the chicken broth. I'm not gonna add all of it. We wanna do a little bit at a time. It's like we're making a soup. Kind of think of like a cream of something soup, like cream of broccoli soup or something like that. Like we want it to be nice and liquidy, not too thick, but also not too watery. So it's starting to boil now, so it's ready for our tacos. Here's the consistency. So it's not too thick, it's not too thin, and that's perfect. So as we put in the tacos, it's gonna start getting thicker with all of the tacos that we add in. So we have the rest of our chicken broth so that we can keep adding in some more and making it thinner as we go along. I'm gonna start by putting in 3 tacos. So we're gonna put them in for about 2 to 3 minutes. The idea here is that they're not cooking because we already cooked everything. We really just want to give it a chance to absorb the mole, and we want the tortillas to get nice and soft. As you're going along, you just kind of want to touch them and see, make sure they're soft. These guys are ready now. So I'm using a spatula so they don't break apart. Oops. Okay, and then to finish it off, I'm gonna put some of the onions. Parsley. And then the cheese. It's nice to have these condiments on the on your table so people can add as they want, as they're eating. They can just add some more cheese or parsley, whatever they want. Okay, we're getting ready to try it now. I really like cheese. I'm gonna put more cheese on mine. Okay. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope it inspires you to make tacos enchilados. I want to say a big thank you to Sam's mom, who was the one who brought us this recipe. And here's the final product, and we hope you enjoy. Okay, bye.